स्पेशल देखते हैं माइक चालू है। देख माइक अभी चालू है।
Well, the celebrities are out. The floor seats are packed because the notorious one, Conor McGregor, makes his triumphant return here tonight. There's always a special feel when a UFC main event is about to unfold. Conor McGregor just takes it to that requisite next level.
J.A., as a fan, I usually sit right next to the octagon, but when Conor fights, I got to be in the first row behind the barrier because the celebrities are out in droves. Conor McGregor has this thing about him that makes everybody want to show up. They flock to Vegas. They come in groups. They want to experience the notorious Conor McGregor. They want to see if he can have one of those special moments, him atop the cage, him knocking out Jose Aldo. If you experience the McGregor experience, you always have a story to tell, and that's why people show up.
He's going to cash the check tonight, right? But he's not here for just money, right? This is about proving himself, trying to improve his mixed martial arts legacy. He won 2 titles, no title defenses. That's a big part of the motivation.
He takes a lot of pride in the preparation to getting to the octagon, and you see it every time Conor McGregor fights.
Well, you hear the pop from the crowd, DC, as Nate Diaz gets set to make this walk here tonight. You never know when is going to be the last time we see this guy compete, but there's a lot to like when you see Nate Diaz in there.
Nate Diaz is a savage, a guy that just epitomizes fighter. From the attitude, the walk, the music, everything tells you that when Nate Diaz shows up, you're getting ready to watch a fight. A fantastic striker and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just a well-rounded fighter and one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
We've seen the Stockton slap before. I'll set the total.
It's just so disrespectful.
Over under 1.5.
So
think he throws it tonight?
It's just so disrespectful, but it's so Nate Diaz.
All right, we'll see if he invokes the Stockton slap here tonight. But Nate Diaz is back, and hopefully in a big way for his supporters around the world. Tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the notorious Conor McGregor. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, lightweight champion of the world, Nate Diaz!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go. Round 1, 2 of the biggest superstars in mixed martial arts today. How good is this? Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. The question beckons, though, will this fight look different than the previous 2?
Well, it has to if you're Nate Diaz, because he fell behind in the second fight. Conor was able to knock him down on a number of occasions because he could not get out of the way of the left hand. Nate needs to learn to move, and I love the adjustment of McGregor in fight 2 by going to those leg kicks that he did not have in the first fight.
Oh, and he caught the kick. All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target. He's very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way.
kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Oh, here comes the kick. That one blocked by Diaz. 2 minutes have expired in our opening round. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent side.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Well, Nate Diaz has certainly found the range here early, DC. This is a fighter close to my heart, close to my left forearm. 209 representing well here tonight. So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Diaz going for the leg kick. He does not connect.
Quick jab lands there.
Nice defense there. Huge block. His opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
With authority, the body. Big left hand there.
Back. These two guys are trading huge shots. Wow, what a fight.
Oh, brilliant execution to land the roundhouse. Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes. Oh, he's got him hurt badly now.
Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
15 seconds to go. Diaz is now dealing with a cheek cut. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is... Round two now. Nate Diaz. Against that man, you might recognize him. He is Conor McGregor. Oh, nice job by Nate Diaz yet again to find a home for that left hand.
Yeah, he finds that left hand, John, and as we have spoken to time and time again, it does not look like he's throwing it hard, but he's so accurate and is hidden so well behind that slap right hand that when he lands the left, he can hurt anybody. That is Nate Diaz when he's at his best.
Oh, he blocked that one. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Oh, a nice straight there by Diaz. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
With conviction to the body. So 37 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. And landing at a 30% clip tonight in terms of his strike attempts against Conor McGregor. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. Came with inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night as that landed.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two.
Beautiful kick lands there.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Well, that overhand, big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Under a minute to go in the round. Just misses with a left hook there. Yet another strike targeting that already bruised area on the side of his body.
Just mixing everything up there. finding his target, using his punches, his kicks, and everything else to try to do damage to his opponent's body. I love this game plan.
Targeting the body with the kick now. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Huh.
10 minutes in the can.
Stop! Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. The right hand just misses. Oh, wow. How about the roundhouse kick? Oh, another beautiful body shot there. You see the damage starting to accumulate. Maybe some defense would be wise at this point in the fight.
I think so, John. You can't just get beat up to the body. It doesn't show itself right away. It takes time whenever you're beating somebody up from the body and working your way up to the head. But right now we are starting to see the damage, and you see it not only in the body, but in the reaction of the opponent.
3 minutes to go in round 3. Oh, misses with the jab. That's a blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Trying to hammer that lead leg. All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very important.
Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. Oh, the roundhouse kick lands. All right, so the numbers continue to pile up. 71 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Well, I'm connecting on a rate of about 30% here tonight against Conor McGregor. Diaz is bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Under a minute to go. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Diaz. Final seconds of round 3. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the horn signifying.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, as we pull up the numbers there, bottom of your screen, the body strikes really tell the story in this one. That was a big focus for his camp coming in, and he has certainly worked that midsection to great effect here tonight. Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally.
That's
one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night down,
up. The question is for how long?
There it is again. Look at it.
All right, so the over. Oh! That'll do it!
Oh my God!
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Yo, wow! That was nasty!
We send it inside the octagon once more. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest.
Ready.
For a third time, you got Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. The first two fights were great. John, can this one live up to the first one?
Oh, I think it will. The celebrities have come out in droves. I'm going to work this fight for free, DC. I decided tonight. I don't need a paycheck.
I'll take the check. I will take the check. I'll take the money, John, if you're giving it away. But I would pay to watch these boys fight.
All right, we'll see how it plays out. They're underway. Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
He does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw it in the Jose Aldo fight. The guy will just step back a little bit and bang, drops the straight left on you that can end your night. He not only throws this fast, he also is so accurate, and that allows him to finish so many fights. They're so evenly matched. They're going kick and tap. Liver kick.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Oh, timely hook.
Oh, that was a big one there.
Overhand punch to the head, blocked though by Diaz. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney, always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter. Looks like that one landed. Beautiful body kick. Until he blocks him, you better keep throwing those body kicks.
Hook to the head lands flush there by Diaz. All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taking a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. Might want to employ a high guard to try to ensure that the guy's not landing on those spots, because the swelling's starting now. It's light, but if he takes many more of these types of shots, it's going to get real bad.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. There's a left hand from Diaz. Seconds to go. All right, now we got some blood, ladies and gentlemen. It looks as though that shot has cut him open.
Now we're in a fight. Now we're in a fight, John. I mean, you got the blood flowing. Guy's got a cut. Let's see how this fight plays out going forward.
All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round. Diaz has got him. All right, so back to the stool.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's going to have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling, because this guy is getting pieced up.
tonight as he lands yet again there on the feet.
You think about volume when you think about Nate Diaz, but he's also very accurate, so it's just a game that he decides to play when it's your turn to fight it. Caught that. Now, there's danger in that, too, because when you start reaching on to catch him.
That's right over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
He rocked him.
What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish. This is a great fight.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Just missed with the left there. And he caught the kick.
Oh my God, he's hurt. He's hurt. Oh my goodness.
McGregor left hand is just an absolute piston, and it lands again.
It's like an atom bomb. Like he hits people and they fall down. And he understands the power that he possesses. So he's willing to throw it over and over again. I just keep thinking back to him and Eddie Alvarez. How every time he hit him, he just knocked him out of it. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
That was a jab.
That one landed clean.
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he...
That will do it!
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exact.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, most of you likely remember exactly where you were when Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz fought for the first time back in 2016. They rematched later that year. The trilogy is completed here tonight.
Yeah, here we go. Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz 3. These two guys have been a part of one of the most interesting series we have ever seen inside the UFC's octagon. They're both amazing boxers. Let's see tonight who can impose themselves on their opponent.
Circling towards the left. Straight to the body there by Diaz. Both guys appeared to land there. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz. Sneaky head kick.
Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do. 3 minutes and counting to go here in round one. Uppercut lands for him. All right, so a nice straight punch there after he caught the leg. He decides to punch out as opposed to going for any takedown. Good straight hand there by Diaz. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Man, he's got good hands. Beautiful strike there. Oh, and he lands yet another uppercut. So those strikes have come in bunches tonight, really starting to find some consistency with him.
He's finding consistency because he knows that that is a strike that he can find at any time. He's so confident in finding that uppercut that it's landing over and over again. Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
All right, so he's landed a few seminal uppercuts already, DC. Gotta think he goes back to it.
I am almost certain he's gonna go and try to find another one of those. But expect him to really sit down and try to make one really count and try to end this fight.
Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Diaz. Well, watch for him to set up that hook again here. There it is, saw that one coming. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
5 minutes in the books.
Straight down. Listen, you're not tired. Look at you. Not even breathing hard.
And just like that, here we go with round 2. Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts. Defensive savant. He blocked that punch.
On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot. Oh, nice body shot.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. Under 3 to go, round 2. Pretty strong jab there by Diaz.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Well, you can sense the corner frustration. He has not had any answer for these body shots, and now you see the visible damage.
Well, his coaches are wondering, where's the defensive? We worked on this. We knew this would be an attack that they would...
His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That became the last punch of choice. Every time he lands that over.
McGregor's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. It feels like the finish is there for the taking. Yes. Oh, that's it!
Holy smokes!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
The official decision is in.
They acting like they love us, but they really wanna be above us. Can they see it on the top of this mountain? I'm looking down, I can see that you're clouded. No, they don't wanna be above us. We're the top of this mountain above us. There's nothing up there except me. There in your eyes when you see me.
right, so Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pereira showed up. But as he gets back on the proving ground here tonight, DC, most people believe on any given Saturday night, this is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem hard for him not to operate in that space. But because he believes in himself, because he recognizes who he is, he takes wins and losses as good as anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy and his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer in much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him where he needs them to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight. Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimaev making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. Cartel the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, two of the biggest superstars in the sport ready to engage, Israel Adesanya and Khamzat Chimaev. And even though Chimaev doesn't have a lot of miles in this middleweight division, he's your #1 contender chasing UFC immortality here tonight.
Chimaev is the #1 contender because of his dominance. But Adesanya has seen this. He has seen the fast-rising challenger. He has been in this moment and handled the fast-rising guy. My question going into this week, how does Adesanya handle the wrestling of Khamzat Chimaev? If he can do that, and Chimaev is forced to stand with him, Khamzat may be in for a long night.
The last style bender's got it going here tonight, DC. As he often says, I don't throw and hit, I aim and fire. His accuracy is on a completely different level than most of these middleweights he's faced. Wow, strong roundhouse kick there. Nice job by the kickboxer there as he gets the front kick.
You don't really stand after you take a hit like this. That is such toughness to even be able to speak right now.
Huge right hand! Oh, another ground strike gets through. And Dean steps in. How about it? make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight.